Young men join scouting for many reasons. Most scouts say the biggest attractions are camping, hiking, canoeing, and challenging outdoor programs. These programs are the starting points on the trail to the adventure of scouting. At Lewis and Clark, every trail leads to a new adventure. One of the first trails scouts take when they arrive at camp is to our new health lodge. Here, medical forms are rechecked, and scouts with health concerns meet with our medical officer. Emergency help is available 24 hours a day. Health and safety are important in all scouting activities. Lewis and Clark meets and exceeds the standards set forth by the Boy Scouts of America. An annual camp inspection helps ensure nothing is overlooked. Each year, we proudly display our national accreditation flag, just one of the signs that your Scouts' health and safety are paramount. The Borky Administration Building is the center of camp operations. The camp director and camp offices are headquartered here. Daily troop leader meetings are held, and leaders have a convenient place to sit and relax, shower, grab a cup of coffee, read the paper. Leaders really enjoy having a place to hide away for a while. Many Scoutmasters take advantage of our video training library. This is a great opportunity to get some of those new leaders up to speed. What better time to learn and practice those new leadership skills? One of our most popular programs for many first-time campers is the First Class Trail Program, a real hands-on approach to learning and practicing the skills required to reach first-class rank. Basic Scout skills, hikes, knots, and backpacking. The First Class Trail is a fun way for Scouts to excel. As you enter the camp, one of the first landmarks you see is our COPE Tower. This is one program that keeps them coming back. COPE stands for Challenging Outdoor Personal Experience. The key word is challenging. Under the direction of an accredited COPE instructor, Scouts learn and practice climbing, rappelling, and zip line, all the while learning team building and interpersonal skills. This trail is traveled mostly by second and third year campers who are looking for a way to get up in the world. Not far down the trail from the COPE course, Scouts will find two of our shooting sports areas. Here you can earn your archery merit badge, or if you're a beginner, you can receive instruction from our archery staff. We also have a full-featured trap range. Our nationally certified shooting sports director instructs and supervises all activities. Lewis and Clark is a great place to earn the shotgun shooting merit badge. We also offer a muzzle loader program, as well as an active .22 caliber rifle range. All of these programs are taught with the utmost concern for safety. Your Scouts will come away with a healthy respect for firearms. There's a brand new trail at Lewis and Clark that's been getting lots of attention. No, you don't hike it, you bike it. Scouts over 14 who have what it takes can sign up for our new mountain bike program. After some detailed instructions, you don your safety gear and head off to explore the backcountry. Scouts new to the program need to master the silver trail before they're allowed to go for the gold. Hey, if it were easy, everyone would do it. Are you up to the challenge? The Teton-Wana chapter of the Order of the Arrow helped blaze the trail for our new mountain bike course. They also helped fund a campership program for Scouts who might not otherwise be able to attend camp. If you know a Scout who might need assistance, contact our council office. Some of our trails are through water. The camp has just over a half a mile of shoreline on beautiful Lewis and Clark Lake. We offer the usual swimming, life-saving, rowing, and canoeing merit badges. Scouts also have the opportunity to learn to sail or try their hand at sailboarding. Older Scouts may elect to participate in our 3-day canoe trip down the scenic Missouri River, another of our high adventure programs. One of the most used trails at Lewis and Clark leads to our new 250-seat dining hall. Wholesome, well-balanced meals that will satisfy the biggest appetites in your troop are served up along with a big helping of mealtime fun and fellowship. Our staff of 5 not only prepares meals for dining hall guests, they also package food and supplies for those troops opting for patrol cooking. Supplies for meals similar to those served in the dining hall are delivered near your campsite. Scouts can gain valuable experience in preparing food and in team building. Lewis and Clark is known throughout the region for its first-rate nature program. Our veteran staff leads scouts down the trail to mammal and reptile study, environmental science, paleontology, forestry, soil and water conservation, geology, and after lights out, astronomy. One of the oldest trails at the camp ends at Scoutcraft. Here, advanced outdoor skills are taught and practiced. Fire building, Dutch oven cooking, rope making, pioneering merit badge, orienteering, and a host of other skills. Hey, it's not all work. There's plenty of time to monkey around. If every trail leads to a new adventure, most trails must converge at the trading post. Here, scouts can search through our selection of merit badge books, leather, wood, and handicraft supplies. Pick up everything you need for a Dutch oven cobbler or s'mores. Naturally, we have camp t-shirts, mugs, and other necessities. Leaders say they like our addition of healthy snacks to the inventory. Just a short walk down the path from the trading post is the handicraft program area. Scouts can earn basketry, leatherwork, wood carving, even photography merit badges. The camp guide your leader receives will have all the information you need to take full advantage of these and all the other merit badge programs at camp. All along our trails, you'll find a trained, seasoned staff. Many are former Lewis and Clark campers, Eagle Scouts, and adult leaders. These are scouters who know how to make learning fun. We also have an active counselor and training program where advanced scouts join our staff to gain valuable experience and help us maintain a youthful approach. Scouts interested in the program should contact our council office. Scouts that want to go that extra mile can earn membership in the coveted Mile High Club. Members receive a distinctive patch for hiking a total of a mile in altitude over their week at camp. Troops can earn the Lewis and Clark Award for meeting certain standards of excellence in the campsite, in troop activities, and camp service. Check the Leader's Guide for all the details. Lewis and Clark has 16 designated campsites, plus additional outpost locations for those who really want to get away from it all. Our new James E. West area has been praised for its accessibility for campers with special needs. Its location, close to dining and medical facilities, makes it a year-round favorite. Also nearby is our new family camping area with limited RV hookups and facilities for tent camping. Remember, Scouting is a family program. Speaking of family, bring the whole group to camp on family night. Mom, Dad, sisters and brothers, even grandparents can travel our trails and enjoy evening meal, join in campfire fun, and observe Order of the Arrow call-out ceremonies. Consult your Leader's Guide for information on reserving meals and arranging in-camp transportation for family members with special needs. There you have it, a sneak peek down the trails at what your summer camp adventure is going to be like. Cope, canoe treks, mountain bikes, mile swims, shooting sports, great hiking trails, food, fun, and fellowship. All you need to get started is a copy of our new Summer Camp Guide. This comprehensive booklet helps the Scoutmaster and leaders organize your troop's summer camp experience. Making reservation, knowing what to pack, individual program planning, it's all in the Camp Leader's Guide. If you don't already have one, we'll be happy to drop one in the mail. Only 2 questions remain to be answered. Which trail do you take first? And is 1 week enough?
Hello there. Congratulations on becoming a part of Boy Scouting. Whether you're a new Scoutmaster, Assistant Scoutmaster, troop committee member, chartered organization representative, or an interested parent, you'll need to understand how we organize a troop to have a quality program. Now, the characters that you're about to meet will just represent each part of a real troop. We want for you to look at all the basic jobs that have to be done in the troop. The specifics of most of these troop roles will be dramatized here. Also, we'll begin to see how the various roles work together. You might find it interesting. Now, everybody has had lots of experience with organizations. We've worked in schools, offices, and factories, belonged to clubs, gone to church. Now, when you get down to it, an organization is really just made up of people playing roles according to some routines or rules of business. Scouting is no different. Now, we could just give you newcomers a written list of these roles and rules for scouting, but that would just be words. A real scout troop is made up of nice folks like yourselves. So we thought it might be a good idea to just let each of our characters here share their personal experiences, what they do to make their troop work. Now, we'll begin with the chartered organization. In this case, the church. The church has been granted a charter, an agreement to use the program of Boy Scouting. Now, this agreement is between the National Organization for the Boy Scouts and the community-based group that wants scouting for its children. Now, this could as easily be a synagogue, mosque, or any other religious organization. Could be a fraternal or service club or a school. For right now, we'll let Pastor Kirk represent them all. The point is that they want to serve their youth, so they use Boy Scouting. Of course, it's only the smarter organizations that do this. Next, the head of the organization asks someone to act as a coordinator of scouting, here represented by Louise Diamond. She'll become the vital link between the church and the troop. The organization agrees to form a committee that will establish a troop. Sam Heim here is going to be our troop chairman. His committee is there to help in a variety of ways we'll get to in a minute. Now, these people will get together and select a scoutmaster. In Boy Scouting, we require that the scoutmaster be a person at least 21 years of age. Someone like Bill Brown, for example, a person of solid character who can be a good role model for the boys in the troop. This step calls for some good, careful recruiting. The chartered organization will also provide a place for the troop to meet. And, not incidentally, the organization supplies some of the boys who will become scouts. Of course, that's usually the easiest thing to do. We have a special way of doing things inside the troop, too. Now, Brad will tell you more about that in just a minute. Now, the last part of the big picture is the local Boy Scout Council staff, our district executive. Will Royce here is our executive for the Thunderbird District, which includes our troop. He's probably headed off to a meeting somewhere right now. Later, we'll visit him at the council office, if we can catch him there. He's usually out working in the district. You see, what he does is to... Oh, I guess I'd better let him tell you that later. It's time for me to turn this over to the folks in our troop. Now, Pastor Kirk should be about finished with that sermon he's been working on all week. I took a peek at it. It's a doozy, but I made him promise not to get into it now.
We got into scouting, let me see, it was about 3 years ago. Wish we'd started up a troop sooner. Our boys had such a desire to be scouts. And now we're up to a good-sized troop, and we do marvelous things. Oh, well, I promised I'd stick to the point. The Boy Scouting program has been good for us, and we are not unaware of our obligations. Under the charter we are granted by the Boy Scouts of America, we own and operate our troop. We provide leaders from the congregation. We also provide a place for the scouts to meet. We give other kinds of help as troop needs arise. We are committed to follow the scouting aspects of the program faithfully. Let me say it's a terrific program with the outdoor activities, camping and hiking. Oh, it's a real adventure for the boys. I'm the chaplain for the troop, too. That way I get to visit the campouts. I ensure duty to God gets proper emphasis. Last week, we took the troop fishing. I caught a black bass up at the lake that was this Well, we look upon the troop as ours, and upon Boy Scouting as an important part of our mission. Scouting helps us reinforce values, values that boys can build their lives around. Oh, my, I promised I wouldn't preach. But we really do think of our troop as a partnership between us and the Boy Scouts of America. Partnership, a sharing of gifts. That gives me an idea for my sermon. You must excuse me. I'm sure we shall meet again later.
Yeah, he's one of our best fans. Of course, scouting requires just the right kind of adult to work with the boys. So Pastor Kirk asked Louise Diamond to serve as the organization representative. He figured she was an excellent bet for a job that called for communicating.
That's right, Bill, your new assistant. And he's really enthusiastic about it. No, he hasn't been, but his son's going to teach him the ropes. Well, yes, of course he's going to be at the next troop meeting. Oh, and here's a little extra. He has a pickup truck that he will place at the disposal of the troop on weekends. Well, sure, of course I can drive stick. Oh, I gotta go. Somebody's at the door. Right. See ya. I help keep the leaders in the Cub Pack and the troop in touch with the rest of the church, and vice versa. The pastor said that I was perfect for this job because I knew absolutely everybody in the congregation. I really don't think that was true then, but now I just might. Frankly, I think my greatest accomplishment was working with Sam Heim, the troop committee chairman, and Pastor Kirk to recruit Bill Brown as our scoutmaster. Now, that was interesting.
The pastor and Louise agreed on Bill Brown as their first choice. A good man. The decision of the troop committee was unanimous, so they approached him. He didn't exactly jump at the opportunity at first, though.
No, I must say, I never really had any hopes of becoming a scoutmaster. Never really thought about it, as a matter of fact, until Pastor Kirk and Sam and Louise and Will Royce, he's the district executive from the Boy Scouts, all came over to the house one night to sell me on the idea. They did a good job. Well, I said it sounded like a lot of responsibility, and they said that I'd have a lot of help from the troop committee. So I said, I don't know anything at all about scouting. They said I'd get training and support from the council, and that they'd even help me find assistant scoutmasters to help me run the troop. Well, then I said, I have kids of my own that need my time too. And they said there was no better way in the world to spend time with your son than out there under the stars, learning together. Well, I began to weaken. So I told them I'd think about it, and I'd get back to them sometime. And that's when they said it. They said that I was their first choice, and that there was nobody in the entire church they'd trust more than me to influence their kids. That was the topper. And that's when I said yes. And you know what? I'm glad I did. I could tell you stories all night about the things we've done with our troop back here. But then, of course, you'll have your own adventures, too. Right now, I'm supposed to tell you how we run the troop. Well, I'll tell you, scouting is a marvel of organization. And we assign the boys to patrols of 6 to 8. And for right now, each of these fellows will represent a full patrol. Now, they elect their own leaders. And these natural groupings allow even a large troop to run smoothly under boy and not adult direction. Now, I work with those boys in what we call the Patrol Leaders Council. Of course, the troop committee and I work with individual boys when they have problems, but we run the troop through the senior patrol leader, Brad Lewis, back here. And I have an assistant. We learn and make decisions in our Troop Leaders Council meetings by the patrol method. And then when we go outdoors, which is at least once a month, why, we camp and eat and hike and have fun, all by patrol. Now, I've found that my job is not to run the troop, but to help them do that. And as we all learn more about scouting, why, they become even more self-sufficient. I am really proud of what these guys can do on their own.
T.J. Moran is the scouting commissioner for this district. He's an old hand at scoutcraft. He's usually only a phone call away. He provides the troop leadership with information they need to improve the program. Shows up every so often at troop meetings or our committee meeting. And here is Brad Lewis, typical scout. Just been elected by the troop as the senior patrol leader. Probably be a United States Senator someday.
Scouts are fun. We camp out or do something special every month, and we get to do a lot of neat stuff. The cool thing is that we guys really run things. Our scoutmaster, Mr. Brown, is like our coach. It's like a kids' club, except we stay out overnight and go places and collect awards for it. My buddies are all in Scouts, too. Mr. Brown's an okay guy. He trusts the kids and lets us make our own decisions, so we make sure we do things right. Here's my old patrol, the Lizard Patrol, because they have a lizard for a mascot. Robbie's the assistant. Earl's troop scribe, because he gets good grades in English. You forget your dues, he bugs you about it. Gene's a quartermaster. Scouts are neat because everybody has a job to do, and the work gets spread around evenly. Then we have a lot of time for fun. Want to see their mascot? Say goodbye, Rainbow.
Now, the troop can't do much scouting in a church basement. This is an outdoor program. So the Boy Scouts of America, through local councils, provide thousands of acres of campsites all across the country. This is where Boy Scouting really occurs, and where the boys put to use the skills they've learned in their troop meetings. In our troop meetings, boys learn by doing, not by sitting. Learning in the outdoors is an incentive for them to advance in rank and skills. The patrol method of leadership we've described works beautifully out here. And the delegation of authority, from scoutmasters to youth leaders, makes it pleasurable and meaningful for everyone to be here. Of course, there's always work behind the scenes to make a good program of scouting come alive. That's where our troop committee is so helpful. Sam Heim is the chairman.
Our main job is to see to it that the troop and the scoutmaster are supported in some important functions. Earl keeps track of our troop records and minutes of our meetings every month. He works with and helps our troop scribe, a scout who has similar responsibility. Jim is our outdoor and activity specialist who helps with details of our troop outings and keeps the troop equipment inventory updated. He works with our troop quartermaster, a scout who's responsible for troop equipment and supplies. Judy is our advancement person. She keeps the records of rank advancements and sees that the scouts receive their awards and recognitions. She knows and keeps the scoutmaster informed of each boy's progress and needs. Beatrice is our bean counter. She keeps track of the troop's finances and fundraising activities. She runs the checking account and manages our troop savings plan for summer camp. And my job was to recruit these people and work with the committee to keep it functioning. They all say I've got the easiest job. Maybe they're right. As our troop grows, we may have to expand this group a bit. But I am confident we can recruit the necessary people. The pastor and I are getting to be pretty shrewd recruiters. Heck, I even recruited him to serve as chaplain. He loves it. Excuse me.
Each council has a service center which provides scouting supplies and information. Help is only a phone call away. There are full-time people who secure help for you to serve troop needs. Will Royce is such a person.
Yes, we'll meet here at the Recreation Center.
Thanks, TJ. I think we're all set up for the roundtable next Tuesday night.
Good.
That unit over at the church is coming along beautifully. TJ's been a big help in that. He works with the troop leaders on exciting activities for the Scouts. We have to be well organized and depend on volunteers like TJ because, well, I just can't be everywhere. That's why we have volunteers who will also help you. That's my territory, Thunderbird District. We have about 40 Cub Packs and Scout troops right now. We're organizing 3 more this month. I spend a lot of my time with new and reorganized troop committees. Part of my role here is to help our volunteers to become trained and to help them build their own scouting organizations. I accomplish this through my district committee. Just as the scoutmasters work through their patrol leaders' councils, I work through others to make scouting happen. Good scouting takes a lot of people. My job is to find them help. The Council Service Center is the communication center of all Scout activities of the Council. Handbooks, literature, and training are available there. The thing I love most about my... Excuse me. Oh, that's it, basically. The Council is here to serve you, helping organize new units and supplying the districts. Gotta get back to work. Hello?
As you can see, Boy Scouting depends on a lot of people. It's a clear, well-proven system that has brought a wonderful program to millions of boys for over 75 years. Scouting begins with any community-based organization that wants to better serve its own youth. Now, this could be any group, church, school, or other institution. The head of that organization appoints an organization representative to serve as a liaison between the organization and the troop. A troop committee is formed, a group that will identify leaders and then provide ongoing functional support. A troop is formed under the leadership of a scoutmaster and his assistants. These are people who reflect high personal standards and are committed to the values of their own organization. The troop further organizes and operates under these adults. The senior patrol leader runs the troop with the support of adult leadership. It establishes patrols, represented here by each of these 4 scouts. This converts adult leadership into leadership of the boys by themselves along democratic lines. Finally, the council offers services of district people and unit commissioners and full-time staff to help. It is an organization, and a big one at that. May seem complex at first, but it is, after all, made up of people. Nice folks just like you, doing the right thing for the kids in their community. Scouting is people who work to create a character-building experience for boys. That's really all you have to remember. It's all right here in the Scoutmaster's Handbook. Good luck, and good scouting.
Hi, my name's Bill Brown. I'm a Scoutmaster. Welcome to Troop 179, Lincoln United Community Center. This is our meeting place every week. Tonight, we'd like to take you along with us to let you see how we run our troop meeting. And as you watch, you'll find the meeting is made up of 7 parts, and we'll explain those as we go along. And tonight's meeting is based on the suggested plan for Week 1 of the pioneering feature in Woods Wisdom, and we'll tell you more about that later. But for now, just be our guest. Good to have you here. Tonight's meeting ought to be pretty good. We already know what we're going to do. The guys worked up tonight's meeting a couple of weeks ago at our Patrol Leaders Council meeting. Now, what you're about to see is the basic model for a good meeting. But don't expect your first few meetings to be letter perfect. They'll get better over time. The secret is to use your resources and plan carefully. Tonight, we're getting ready for our overnight to Snake Mountain. It'll be exciting for everybody. For our new scouts, the first overnight. For our experienced scouts, a chance to do some advanced pioneering work. And for our older venture scouts, a first try at some rappelling. Now, behind me, our Rattlesnake Patrol is setting up for the pre-opening activities. It's a good thing to have going on as the scouts arrive. And oh, by the way, you sharp-eyed viewers will notice that throughout the meeting, we do just about everything by patrol. This is a method we use for delegating authority and keeping things running smoothly in the troop. But more importantly, oh, thank you. But more importantly, it's how we teach the boys to lead.
Okay, ready? Good job, guys. Make sure that stays straight. Get it in there.
You have to get the perfect.
That'll work. That's the way.
What are you doing over here? Getting it down? Yeah. All right.
Go back the other way. Okay. Now,
Do it nice and slow. I've never seen a better job.
yep, you sure got that part down.
Well, we gotta take this out.
Gotta get that thing out there.
You're smart.
Not bad for our first rope.
Rope making is always a popular idea. But you can also run outdoor games as a pre-opening if you like. And you can find lots of other ideas for troop meeting activities right here in Woods Wisdom. We get a lot of mileage out of this in Troop 179. You see, the idea is to have something to do as the rest of the troop arrives. Oh, it's fun, sure, but there's a purpose and order to it. You just don't expect the boys to horse around on their own. Instead, you set a tone for the whole meeting. Now, this is also a good time for us to work with individual boys. Jim Lewis and Danny Ortega, our troop guide, are going over a new scout's first-class tracking sheet right now.
About the physical fitness, how's he doing on that?
Oh, he's okay.
We track advancement individually to make sure every scout is continually challenged and getting the most out of his scouting experience.
Excuse me, Mr. Brown. What do you think of my dad in his new uniform?
Oh, you look like one of us now. Really glad to have you on board.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Good. See you later. Let's see now, where was I? Oh, yes. I can't tell you how important it is to have assistant scoutmasters to help. They can work with the new scout patrol and the older scouts. Your ability to bring in good assistants will be crucial to your success.
About time for the opening ceremonies, Mr. Brown.
Okay, Brad, let's move them out.
Okay, we got the climber and the belayer.
Which one's good?
Well, he'll be probably a belayer.
Okay, what is a belayer?
Yeah, was your egg. He likes extra.
You're my egg. Okay. So what is he doing?
The scout sign, the most energy-efficient form of communication with adolescent boys ever invented. We should start using this down at the office.
Scouts, line up in your patrols for the uniform inspection.
That uniform is a sign, too. A sign the boy has become a scout. It has an impact on his behavior that's unmistakable, and that's why we stress proper uniforming for everyone, adults included, in Troop 179. It pays off in troop spirit.
Attention. Scout sign and repeat scout oath with me. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong,
Mentally awake and morally straight.
2. Okay, guys, now let's say the American's Creed. I believe in the United States of America as a government of the people, to respect its flag and to defend it against all enemies. Okay, guys, you know that we still got a lot of stuff to learn. We're still going to Snake Mountain next weekend. We got to learn how to build a monkey bridge first. Now, I've got a few other announcements to make, too.
I've seen Brad Lewis there come a long way since Tenderfoot. Now he's running the meetings. He also took the lead in planning this meeting weeks ago.
One guy holds it and
99 sit there and say, I can do that.
All right, let's try to get serious. Okay, guys. After the American's Creed, we'll break up into skills work. The plan here has got the new scouts working on the knots. Can you handle that, Willie?
Yeah, we got our knots tied down, man.
All right, good. And just get the rope you need from the quartermaster, and you guys will be set. Okay, next, the Rattlesnake and the Raven patrols will be working on square lashing and sheer lashings.
Okay.
Jimmy, can you get anybody from the venture crew to help them with that?
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Oh, and Jimmy, are you going to work on rappelling?
Yeah, we are. Miss Weathers got us some new gear to work with, so it's gonna be really great.
That's great. Okay, and the next item. The camping trip this weekend. Has anybody else done any work on that?
Well, we've narrowed it down to one site.
The meeting was based on the detailed program plan in Wood's Wisdom for the first week of the pioneering program feature. This gave the patrol leaders an outline to follow. All the things we needed for good meetings and a super outing were already built in. Basic outdoor skills for the new guys, challenging new projects for our experienced scouts, and high adventure for our older scouts. It leads to advancement for everybody.
Okay, guys, the Raven and the Rattlesnake patrols will work over there on their lashings. And the venture crew will work over there on their rappelling gear, and the rest of you guys in the Beaver patrol can work up here. All right, guys, let's go.
All right. Come on.
Having a complete plan for the meeting helps keep everybody in the troop involved. Now, Brad Lewis has developed into a fine junior leader since he came into the troop 3 years ago. When I want to get something done in the troop, I work through him. Danny Ortega is another young leader in the making. He's the troop guide.
Mr. Brown, here's our newest scout. I want you to meet him. Jason, Mr. Brown.
Hello there, Jason. How are you?
Fine.
Good. So you want to be a Boy Scout, huh?
Yeah.
As the troop guide, Danny works with the patrol of new scouts. The goal is to get them to first class by the end of their first year. He does a lot of the teaching of their basic scout skills. Because the other guys respect him, he can also run interference for the younger guys when he has to. Glad to have you on board. You'll have a good time. Okay.
You want to go ahead and make a knot. Now, you use this to drag, let's say, a log back to camp or firewood or things like that. And how we do this is you put the rope over the object, just like that. That's right. Make this loop right here.
We've ended our official opening and are now into the third part of the meeting, when we teach skills. Tonight, we're working in 3 areas, each one at a different skill level. Our new scouts are working with an assistant scoutmaster and the troop guide on their basic scout skills. They need to master some of their basic knots for our next outing. In the back, our venture crew is getting a look at rappelling. Mary has brought in an expert to work with the crew. This is the kind of new challenge that keeps them active. The rest of the troop are experienced scouts, usually a first class or higher rank. They're going to be doing most of the lashing work on the monkey bridge we'll be building on the outing. All 3 groups are going to the same campout, but each is getting ready for its own special challenge. Look at these guys. Everybody is working on something new and really getting involved in it.
All right, let's get this nice and tight, because, you know, we got to cross this bridge, too.
This is how we learn in scouting, by doing. First, we demonstrate. Then try out our new skills with a little competition. No better method of instruction has ever been developed. In scouting, you'll find that everybody learns faster by getting hands-on. Even some of my scouts who have had problems in school learn easily here. This isn't school. For one thing, it's strictly hands-on. As much as possible, we work as patrols. It's a fun way to learn, and it builds cooperation within the patrol. The scouts are the teachers here. You ever notice how well boys listen and learn from each other? Whenever I can, I get one of them to do the teaching and leading. I drop back. Works like a charm. Well, sure, there are times when I have to step in for the safety of the scouts or to teach something new, but the challenge for me comes from seeing how independent they can become. These guys are learning a lot. We're seeing a lot of advancement as a result. I think that a scout who's been recognized a lot and earned rank is going to feel a lot better about himself. He'll stay in longer, and do more with his scouting than a boy who's not advanced. Our retention of scouts is the best in this district, and we think an exciting outdoor program is the main reason. Looks like this is winding down. As scoutmaster, you have to pace the meeting with the average scout's attention span. In these patrol meetings, our scouts will practice the skills demonstrated earlier, then conduct their patrol business. The patrol method was developed by Lord Baden-Powell over 75 years ago. It was a brilliant, simple discovery. Kids like to do things in what he called natural gangs of from 6 to 8 boys. We do as much as we can along patrol lines. Learn new skills, prepare for camp, play games, eat, sleep, and hike in patrols. We make decisions by patrols. Each of them elect their own leaders. So we set aside this time in the troop meeting for each little democracy to meet and do its business. Let's see what the Rattlesnake Patrol is up to.
Also, guys, you know, the next Saturday, our patrol's going to be hauling over the poles and
These guys have all been in the troop over a year now. A typical patrol.
15 or so. Dewey, do you have the quartermaster's report?
Sure. Lewis's dad said he was going to get us the poles we need for the monkey bridge. And everything else we already got.
All right, good job.
Thanks.
One of the core ideas of Boy Scouting is that young men can learn to lead by doing a specialized job within this small group. Each guy in the patrol has a responsibility. We have a leader and an assistant leader, a scribe or secretary, a quartermaster, a grub master, and so on. Organizing the work makes it easier to get things done. But, of course, in even the best planned operations, people will be people.
So, you're going to be on cleanup detail this time? No, Louis, I remember. I did it last time. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. No, you didn't. He did it, he did it, he did it, he did it, and then I did it. No, Louis, I remember I did it last time. No, you didn't. Yes, Louis. Look, are you trying to do the same thing you always do to me? No, you didn't.
Hey, chill, all right? Calm down. Now, we're the Lizard Patrol, right? I will make sure everyone does their fair share. All right, I have a roster. See, who did it last week? Ah, yeah. He's right. He did it. It's your turn. But, shake hands, all right? Let's make up. All right.
We're all in this together.
Come on.
Come on, guys.
All right,
We're the
y'all.
Rattlesnake.
Yeah. All right,
Rattlesnake Patrol.
Okay.
You know, it would be much easier to lead people by just telling them what to do. But that would be teaching them to follow. We lead first by setting a good example. In our junior leader training, we encourage them to solve problems that come up in the patrol by themselves. That's how we build pride and confidence in a boy leader.
Okay, guys, you ready for the reactor carry?
Yeah, all right.
All right, let's go.
Okay, come on.
Patrol pride usually shows up right here when they compete with one another. We know that competition is a healthy way to build motivation, but you can keep this short.
Sure.
Now, after I give the winning patrol their feather, we can settle down for the final part of the meeting. Okay, guys, time now to award the feather. Brad, thank you. The feather of competition to our winning patrol. As you all know, this is the symbol of competition, and I'd like to award that now to our winning patrol, the Beavers.
Yeah!
There you are. You can put that on your flag. Okay, let's go. Let's give them all a big cheer, guys. The Beavers! Yay! Well, we've been meeting for just over an hour now. The pace has been fast, and a lot's been done. And working at different levels, we've learned new skills that we'll put in use in the outdoors. We've met as patrols and completed preparations for the outing. Now, you notice that so far I've been there, but not dominating things. Well, here's where I get to put in my 2 cents worth. It's the last part of the meeting where I give kind of a lesson, and then we close. I always like to make this part of the meeting as short as possible because I realize these kids are a captive audience, so I try not to ham it up too much, kind of keep it short and sweet. I think they listen to me better when they know I won't shout or repeat myself. Excuse me.
Okay, patrol leaders, if you guys could just remember that we have a meeting in here directly after this, okay? And patrol leaders, about that camp out next weekend, you'll have to be here around 9 o'clock. All right, is there anything else we have to cover in this meeting?
During my Scoutmaster's Minute, I usually tell a story that makes a point to the boys about the choices they have in growing up. This one tonight's one of my favorites. It's taken right out of Wood's Wisdom.
And the rest of you guys need to be in here around 9:15. We're going to start loading up the trailer tonight. I think Mr. Brown has a few things he'd like to say to us now. Mr. Brown?
Yes. Bring my chair in here. Thank you, Brad. Well, you all had a good meeting tonight. That was really good. Got a lot accomplished. I guess everybody's square on what they're supposed to do for the camp out this weekend. Now, before we go, I want to have a couple of minutes with you guys tonight. The other day, I got this letter in the mail here, and as I read the letter, I began to think about it and about the person that wrote the letter to me. Now, this person had something very important. They thought, at least, it was very important that they get this message to me. Who can tell me why this letter got to me?
Because of the stamp.
Because of the stamp, that's right. So the stamp is very, very important. And you know why why the letter did get to me? Because the stamp stuck to it. I want you to carry 3 things home with you tonight. Number 1, accept the responsibility of doing a job. Number 2, accept the responsibility of doing that job the best you can. And number 3, stick to it till it's done. Got it? Okay, Brad, how are we going to close out today?
The Vesper song, Mr. Brown.
All right.
If everybody would please stand.
Softly falls the light of day as our campfire fades away. Silently each scout should ask, have I done my daily task?
Yeah, right on time. We try to make our meetings no more than 90 minutes long. I figure a short, well-planned meeting that zips right along is a lot better than a 2-hour one that drags. Oh, excuse me just a second. Brad, I'll be with the rest of the guys in just a minute. I meet with our Patrol Leaders Council for a quick review after every troop meeting. We'll look over the plan we had for tonight and see how we've done. Let me show you a few other things that'll be helpful in planning your troop meetings. As I said earlier, Wood's Wisdom is the basis of our troop meeting plans. There are dozens of different troop meetings in here, already worked out for you. Complete instructions for ceremonies, skills, and outings ideas, grouped around 36 major program features. These will give you troop meetings that lead to the kind of outdoor experiences your scouts will like. Troop activities that allow for different levels of scout skill designed to challenge everybody. You can use the book or the program features drawn from Wood's Wisdom that come in your copies of Scouting magazine. Wood's Wisdom isn't the only resource, of course. Your Scoutmaster's Handbook is the classic guide. All the things we've talked about are right in here. There's plenty of additional literature to support your work with the troop. Look for it at your local Council Service Center or Scout distributor. So, how'd we do? Is Troop 179 ready for Snake Mountain?
You bet.
Okay, good. Well, that's about it. 7 steps to a meaningful, well-organized program for the whole troop. Okay, let's get this thing settled in here.
Okay, guys.
These guys are competent.
You know that we're all
They know what they're doing.
Will you do this?
You can have meetings like this, too, if you follow the steps we have. First, we have a pre-opening activity that keeps the boys occupied while everyone arrives, and we set up the meeting. Second, our opening ceremony, setting a quieter tone and purpose for the rest of the evening. Third, our skills instruction for all 3 levels of Scouts, utilizing the Learn by Doing teaching method. Fourth, separate patrol meetings. Fifth, our inter-patrol activity. Sixth, our closing, restating the values of Scouting and setting up the troop's expectations for the next meeting or outing. All right. And then, of course, the 7th part, after the meeting, where I meet with the Patrol Leaders Council briefly and check up on our plans and preparations for our next meeting or activity. Okay, that's it. Okay. See you all. Yeah, see you next time. 7 steps to a good meeting. 7 steps to a great outdoor program and advancement. Well, good luck on your first troop meeting. Now, just remember to be patient with yourself and your troop. Good scouting takes time to build. Just follow the plan, and your meeting will run smoothly and be fun. Good night. Being in the outdoors is one of the best things that can happen to a boy. It's a time away from home with his friends, a time to try out new muscles and skills, a time to test himself against nature's laws. Even when we aren't boys anymore, we know that learning to live out here, to prepare our own food and shelter, to see nature firsthand, responds to some ancient need in all of us. In Boy Scouting, we think that there are lessons to be learned here that can build a better man. As Scout leaders, you have the responsibility of taking the boys into the outdoors, but you don't have to be an expert outdoorsman to do it. The purpose of this videotape is to show you how to camp safely and successfully with your troop. Welcome to the great outdoors and to scouting country. You know, scouting uses a number of methods that make it unique. First, we are solidly based on adult leadership. That's why you're here. Second, we strive for the ideals reflected in the Scout Oath and Law. Third, we pursue boy advancement in rank and skill. Fourth, we wear a uniform, which is a visible symbol of scouting. And fifth, we encourage personal growth through the counseling provided by the Scoutmaster to the boys. Through these methods, and by using the patrol system of boy-to-boy leadership, we aim to build the character, the citizenship, and the fitness of boys. Well, the outdoors is another method of scouting, a great laboratory where the pages of the Scouting Handbook can come alive. Now, this is what draws boys to scouting. Right here is the place where we accomplish our aims. Of course, we don't expect a new Scoutmaster with little outdoor experience to do this overnight. In Boy Scouting, we approach the outdoors with modest outings at first, and then extend our range gradually. The goal is to have at least 10 days and nights of camping a year. Now, a good troop plans for an outing of some kind at least once a month. This way, the outdoor skills of the troop will increase, making the outdoor experience more meaningful and adventuresome. Be sure to lash that down good, partner. You don't want to blow away tonight.
Yes, sir.
The first outdoor experience a new Scoutmaster might undertake is a simple hike in a city park or a field trip to a museum. The essentials are all there. The pre-planning, a purpose based on advancement, acquiring skills, arrangements for special equipment or meals or so forth. Now, after a day hike or two, you'll want to take the plunge, your first overnight hike or camp out. This adds a challenge and uses the skills you've learned in your regular troop meetings. There's always some great coaching available. Many councils offer an orientation program for Scout leaders new to camping. A Camp Master Corps. It's a great way for the inexperienced Scoutmaster to learn the ropes from the most skilled campers in his area. In a little while, we'll be meeting here with the rest of my troop. For many of them, it'll be their first troop overnight. While we're waiting, let's talk about the steps you need to take in preparing for your initial outdoor adventures. Now, the steps are pretty simple. 1, you establish a purpose for your outing. 2, you select a site. 3, you build a program of activities around it. 4, you provide for 2-deep leadership. 5, take care of physical arrangements. And 6, use the patrol method and delegation at the campsite. Now let's go over those again in some detail. Now, first of all, every outing should have some basic purpose, a central reason for the outing to hang your activities on. The best outings are tied to advancement of some kind, and they're fun. You'll want to share this purpose with the boys as you make plans in your patrol leaders' council and troop meetings. At the same time you consider your purpose, you'll want to consider the location you'll use. Your local council is the best resource for this. They will provide you with maps and other information on good, safe campsites in the area. The list of potential hiking locations and trails is greater than you might think. There are state parks and trails, even some excellent urban parks that can provide wildlife experiences. All of these can offer advancement, fun, and fellowship. Council camps, though, are ideal sites for most of your troop outdoor needs. There are excellent seasonal opportunities to consider, like swimming or cold weather camping. Your council can provide enough year-round ideas to last a lifetime. Now, what do you do once you've established your destination and your basic purpose? Well, you write up your program for the outing. Boys love the anticipation of adventure almost as much as the real thing. You build on this fact to have better meetings. Now remember that the reason for meetings is to get ready for the outings by learning skills, the skills needed to stay warm and dry, to prepare meals and enjoy nature. The more the boys learn here, the better their outdoor adventures will be. Outdoor adventure is the path to advancement, and advancement leads to a more self-reliant boy. That kind of growth is really what we're all about in scouting. After dealing with the skills required for advancement, you'll want to have some additional activity planned for your outing. What to do? You do what's there. Every campsite has some feature it's known for. It may be a great hiking area, perhaps some good swimming or boating available. Maybe there's fishing and wild animal tracking available. Some sites have scenic or historical value. Well, we decided that some canoeing would be good for this weekend. But no matter where you are, Scouts always enjoy contests and wide games that get everybody in the troop involved. All boys from 11 to 40 get a kick out of Capture the Flag. But you know, kids these days, whether they grow up in cities or suburbs, don't get much chance to run free. So when they come out here, they enjoy any game that uses the environment. And for me, rain or shine, I've always had fun at these campouts too. At most campsites these days, there's a good turn that can be done. Litter to be removed or trails restored. It's a good object lesson in environmental conservation for the troop. And as we do all these things, of course, we'll use the patrol method. Camping, hiking, cooking, and eating by patrol. Don't worry about coming up with ideas. The Scoutmaster's Handbook, the Boy Scout Handbook, Program Helps, and Woods Wisdom are sources of enough outdoor activities to last you through 100 campouts. These will show you how all the elements of outdoor adventure can be had wherever you camp.